Hey.
Oh, are we live?
I think so.
It said we're live.
Look at that.
We made it.
We did it.
In the same place at the same time through the power of AI. Dude, you guys won't believe it. I got AI so good we can cheers through the Zoom call.
Look at that. With sound effects even.
With sound effects.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. So, we're obviously not at my place.
Or mine.
or Jordan's. We are at 55 South in downtown San Jose. It's become kind of one of my favorite home away from homes. It is a cocktail bar. It is absolutely fantastic here. We have a live studio audience.
Hello, live studio audience.
Oh, God. And he's dabbing over there.
Here we go.
But yeah, I'm on the road this week, so I thought it might be fun to do a remote podcast and head to one of my favorite spots and see some of my favorite people. And
I made the list.
You did.
Aww.
Yeah.
It feels so good. No, I like this place too. We were here for an event recently where we were together, and it was kind of more of a meeting scenario. But I really fell in love with the charm of it. It's kind of got a nice chill spot. We'll post some pictures in the Discord.
Yeah. But awesome cocktail bar. God, they've probably got 1,000 bottles here
Easily.
Like it is stocked, as we like to say. So hopefully we're coming through nice and clear. Hopefully audio is good. We are on a hotspot, so hopefully the internets treat us nicely. But other than that, welcome to Talking Heads, everyone. Episode 394, your once-weekly live show for the latest in beer and tech news, and this week cocktails, because...
I'm on beer right now.
Yeah, you're on beer, I'm on cocktails. That all works out. Thank you all so much for joining on this Wednesday night or in podcast form over on Spotify or wherever your favorite podcasts are found. If you've never seen the show before, we talk beer, we talk tech, we talk games, pop culture, entertainment, sometimes some Star Trek. All super chats are right in the air, so long as they will not permanently demonetize the channel. We do drink alcohol on the show, obviously, and if you're drinking along with us, alcoholic or not, let us know in the chat, and we'll see if we can give some early show shoutouts as we go along. Last but not least, if you'd like to take part in the super secret chat and the even more super secret after party, think about joining the Patreon. Link is down in the video description, and as a bonus, you'll get exclusive access to my Discord server, where you can chat with myself, John, Rhett, Steve, all the hosts from Talking Heads, even Jordan's over there. And take part in the awesome community that hangs out over there.
I was going to say something clever about me being there, but every time you go into that spiel, I just kind of disassociate for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do I do with my hands?
Right? I guess I will take another drink, maybe? Vince joining the show wants to know how long I'm in San Jose for. Literally 48 hours in and out. I flew in yesterday. My plane landed at 9 o'clock. And my plane tomorrow leaves at 9:30, so 48 hours in and out.
It's a quick trip.
Yeah.
I'm getting on a flight tonight, heading out.
Yeah.
So this is going to be perfect.
Yeah, you've got a slightly longer flight than I do, but...
Yeah, overseas to an undisclosed location. But,
yes, yeah.
Vacation is in sight, and I cannot wait.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, I need it. I suppose I can pull up the articles on my phone.
Yeah.
Because that'll be easier for us.
Yeah.
Well, okay, hold on. We're going to start with car talk.
Oh.
Because...
Oh, right.
The not a supercar that happens to also be a supercar.
Yes.
The ZR1X, which is from everyone's favorite brand, Chevrolet.
I'm a Chevy driver myself again.
I know. So. With all of the problems I've been having with my GM product, I love it still.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing I think that's painful for me is like I love driving my truck, and it's like it's such a sadistic relationship with the thing. It's so abusive because it just turns around and flogs my wallet.
Yeah.
And but I love it. I can't help myself. Anyways, they came out with the Corvette ZR1X and took it around the Nürburgring. And they did a 6-minute, 49.275 second lap time, which is the fastest lap record ever.
Yes.
The the Mercedes AMG GT Black did it in 6:48 and some change. And the Porsche GT3, there's no way that's right. Listening to Corvette. It doesn't matter. It was fast.
It was very fast.
It may have been. What did they call it? It was the. It's a hybrid, but it's a hybrid assist that pushes it up. It's somewhere ridiculous, over 1,000 horsepower.
Yeah.
The only thing that I can think of when I saw all the hype about it.
Are we frozen? No.
We're
Okay.
good. Okay.
Sorry.
The only thing I could think of when I thought about the whole thing was like, I want one.
Yeah.
And then I started reading more about it, and I obviously am a little foggy on some of the details, but they had, I think, the actual engineers who designed and developed the car, they let them do the lap record instead of bringing in like a professional driver. So clearly
That's even cooler.
Clearly if I buy one, I'll be a race car driver.
Yeah.
There's like, obviously.
I've seen a bunch of content on, obviously, I think the guys from Roadkill got a hold of a Lingenfelter C7 at one point.
Okay.
And they were just hooning around Willow Springs for the lulls of that one. But the driver assists that GM in particular has been putting into a lot of their cars, you know, the Camaro, the Corvette, and whatnot, apparently they will take you to within an inch of your ability.
Yeah.
And not kill you. However, if you turn those assists off, you'll run out of talent quick, because it's still a car.
I had a C5 for a little while that I had hottened up all motor, and it was a lot of fun. But man, that thing did not have very much in the way of brains in it.
Yeah.
And it was a very humbling drive every time it ended up on the track.
Yeah.
And you know, I was fortunate at the time. I lived very close to a track in Phoenix, so
Oh, nice.
it was very easy to go out for the days, do some road racing, hang out.
Yeah.
But it is not anywhere near.
I've had some wheel time behind a C5. My father-in-law has one, 6-speed, wonderful car. I love taking that thing out, and that was kind of one of the last cars that you could get that was very dumb as far as electronics and driver assists go.
Yeah.
Like, it had traction control, and that was about it.
Yeah. Jokes aside, I like over 1,000 horsepower. It's a little fat, right? It's heavier because it's got the hybrid system.
Yeah.
But that front wheel assist. So I guess my understanding, and Chad can correct me if I'm wrong, is the front wheels are the hybrid system.
Yes,
that's the
that's
electric,
correct.
and the rear has got something like 900 plus horsepower to
Yeah.
the rear end.
Yeah.
But that would be an absolute blast to blow around. Yeah, right here. We got some food coming, guys.
Oh, excellent.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, those look wonderful.
Yeah, we saw a picture of this in the ride share on the way over here.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, they do have food, Jeff. And he goes, those tacos look wonderful. And I said, well, then we'll get the tacos.
Yeah. So yeah, we're eating and drinking on this show. By the way, I didn't shout out what my drink is. What are you drinking tonight? You
It's
got
a Pilsner. I can't quite make out what that says because of the glare.
By the way, cocktail bar, wonderful cocktail bar here at 55 South. They also have Pliny the Elder on tap.
Yes.
So yeah, they do beer right here too.
I might go to one of those next.
The drink I am having tonight, though, is called the Half-Life 3. So, confirmed.
Is that really what it's called?
Yeah, this is the Half-Life 3. It's a wonderfully good gin drink. I asked him give me a really bright gin cocktail. I wanted something to balance the tacos, and this is what he came up with, and I like it.
I apologize to you in the chat. There's a developing situation that I need to pay attention to momentarily.
Oh boy, what's going on?
Flight stuff. United has a system outage apparently.
Oh gosh.
And over 400 flights are delayed, 20 canceled. Let's go check the United app.
Yeah, and yeah, you're flying United in 6 hours, so yeah. Oh boy.
Okay, so far all is good.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, right now it's good, but the app says, due to a technology issue, we're holding up United mainline flights at their departure airports. We expect additional flight delays this evening as we work through the issue.
Okay.
that affects our hard stop time if this gets delayed. So I'm just going to keep refreshing that.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so we have a hard stop at about 7:30, so Jordan can make sure to go catch his flight and not run like a madman to go get it. Yeah, we might be able to go a couple hours then.
I didn't even taste the first bite. I was so hungry, but the second one is...
Yeah. I was like, you're already a taco down.
Yeah.
Man.
This is the first real food I've had today, at least, since breakfast. I had like a crappy continental breakfast at the hotel.
That breakfast was awful.
Oh yeah, we're staying at the same place, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it got the job done.
Yeah.
But the price that they were asking, I think it was $35 for one person for a buffet. You guys get this. So scrambled eggs that were like in a warmer, bacon that was in a warmer.
And they looked like eggs from a carton.
Yeah.
They were not fresh cracked or anything like that. They looked like some carton eggs.
Yeah. Some like Belgian waffle type thing that was like I would compare it to eating a piece of drywall with crappy syrup on it.
Yeah, I believe the English call that a biscuit.
Yeah, that's giving it a little too much grace. The bacon was fine. Bacon's always fine in my book.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard. Hotels, because they bake the bacon in ovens, it's kind of hard to mess up. And that's actually my preferred way of doing bacon, even at home, because it's just the mess is you roll up the aluminum off the sheet and you throw the mess away.
Exactly.
All good to go.
Yep.
And yeah, so I don't mind that. And then there was like continental breakfast size. The potatoes actually were pretty good. I did appreciate the potatoes. But yeah, and then so for lunch I had like a really sad box lunch and just like picked the meat out of the middle of it.
Yeah.
I don't do sandwich like pre-made. If I make the sandwich myself, I can do some of the veggies on it because they're nice and crisp and crunchy. But when that stuff gets nope, I'm out.
Yep.
Pass.
So I'm gonna ditch some
But
of
these
those.
tacos are fantastic.
Yeah, I am gonna do a little bit of green sauce. I'm curious on that. Back, we'll review the sauce here. That's got a little bit of a sneaky heat to it. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Do you know if we had the mac and cheese come in as well?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
cool.
a little
All
longer,
right.
it's bacon.
Sorry, I just want
No
to make
worries.
sure
No
I
worries.
didn't hallucinate that. I've done that before. I've been like, I thought I ordered that.
Yes.
And they're like, yeah,
We did order the mac and cheese.
You didn't get that, sir. And it's like, okay. Can I have it now, please?
I have done that too. Yeah. The English call that crap. Yeah. Yeah. No, the breakfast was not good. Especially for the price we paid. Holy crap. Yeah. Gosh. What else did I have in the news? In the notes?
Smart home thing.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I don't have my notes up. So let me pull that up and.
We'll have to pull up the article. It's been a while since we looked at it.
Yeah.
But, so I believe the headline was about AI-powered smart homes getting hijacked by poisoned calendar invites.
Through Gemini.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Or using AI to
Yeah. Okay, here's the article.
Wired.com.
Yeah. Here's the title. And the title is some like next level dystopian level of...
This made me love Home Assistant so much more.
Yes. Hackers hijack Google's Gemini AI with a poisoned calendar invite to take over smart homes.
Just let that sink in for a second. You know how much joy it would bring me if I could send Jeff a meeting invite and have his lights start flickering? I would be doing it nonstop. I wish I would have known about this a week ago.
Right?
What's going on?
Yeah. I am someone who has no smart home devices. I don't have pods or Alexas or I don't have any.
I have the Siri one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. But I don't have smart switches. I don't have any cloud connected devices there. my plan when I bought the house was actually to do either Z-Wave or something else through Home Assistant and do the whole thing myself. And then time got away from me, and I'm like, maybe next year I'll replace all my switches. But I am so against cloud-connected services like that because of things like this. Not only that, but I don't need a black box listening to every conversation I've ever had in my house, listening for the keyword to go, oh, right, we are listening now. Mm-hmm. There's something about that I just do not like. There's a lot about that I do not like.
Yeah, I have the Amazon A-Lady for a little bit. Mm-hmm. That was nice. Thank you so much.
Are the forks okay to bring in fresh foods?
I think forks are good.
Great. Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
We don't even need the plates. Jeff and I will just like Lady and the Tramp through the mac and cheese.
Oh,
Let's
totally.
go.
If we kiss, we kiss.
Mac and cheese, man, it happens.
That's right.
No, I had the Amazon one for a little bit. Nah, I never had the Google one.
Mm-hmm. Green sauce, Craft Computing, and Nvidia Shield confirmed.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys have no idea. This guy just gets paid by Jensen directly.
Right.
Yeah. You should see his closet. It's all full of Jensen jackets that he gets.
Oh, totally.
Every single one of them is signed, too. I'm an Apple guy. I'm in the ecosystem, at least for my phone. My wife's in the system. It works well for her. She's not super technical.
Yeah.
I daily drive Windows, obviously.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about going back to a Mac, like an M4 or something like that, but the cost is prohibitive. It was mostly, not prohibitive, but more like hard to stomach.
I mean, this is an M4 MacBook Air. This has done every bit of everything that I've needed to do on the road.
Yeah.
It is a wonderful, wonderful computer.
My biggest thing with switching at home, so I run 3 monitors. I have 2 ultra wides that. The main ultra wide right in front of me, another one off to the left that I kick content on. Mm-hmm. Like I drag Craft Computing all the way to the left when I have to watch it.
Totally.
And then on the right, to the right of that, I have everybody's seen it. It's the Dell 21-inch 1080p monitor that every office on the planet has 100 of. Mm-hmm. I have one of those, and I have it on vertical. Mm-hmm. And the top half is my Unify security cam feed, and the bottom half is Discord.
Yeah. As is tradition.
Mm-hmm. And you're paranoid. Why are you watching your security camera? Well, my kid's running in and out of the house. I like to know if someone's coming up the driveway. It's easy to see. I can see what's going on. Oh, here comes the FedEx man. Hold on, I got to go downstairs and meet him. Rather ring the doorbell. Now the dog's barking, and I'm going to yell, and it's just going to be a whole thing.
Right. Don't get your beard stangled.
His isn't long enough. Oh! Look at the crust. How dare you? Look at the crust on this. Hold on. We're gonna do the influencer food pick. We forgot to do it with tacos or two.
Yeah.
Those tacos were good. This one can go in the Discord though. iOS 26 slaps, by the way. Oh, anyways, smart home devices. I love the concept. I stick with the Apple because I have a modicum of trust in their privacy, their privacy.
Yeah.
They've stood up before to folks, and I believe in it, and I've never had an issue because of that.
Wow, that crust.
Oh, yeah, we're just gonna eat this straight out of here.
Yeah.
I think at this point, whatever cooties you have, I have. No need for too long.
I have Lady and the Tramp for worse food.
That is hot, too.
Yeah. Yeah, Jason chiming in. The Airs and the Minis are awesome. Yeah, I also have an M4 Mac Mini on my desk. And I am actually legitimately thinking about moving my DaVinci Resolve workflow over to that instead of my 7900X 3D with an RTX 5080. Simply because editing on the MacBook Air has been faster than editing on that beast of a workstation in Windows.
Really?
It's the weirdest thing. Yeah.
I know it's really good for it. God, I'm like tech tangents today, just everywhere. Jesus. Shout out to
shout out Shelby. I was about to say shout out Shelby.
I watched his stream this weekend like a couple times. So he streams Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I think I picked up the how not to have a continuous conversation. The reason why I'm sticking with what I'm sticking with is the ultra wides is a lot of pixels to drive, and I got out of Mac and had to go to Windows because at the time the M1 wasn't capable of driving that many pixels for the display setup that I really wanted.
Yeah.
And in any 30, 40, 50 series card was more than happy to do it.
Right.
And I don't really have a good infrastructure to do like a gaming host in the basement or something like that. So it makes sense to stay there, but then I find myself sometimes being like, how much am I really playing games? So maybe it'll be okay.
Yeah, I've said many times, my main gaming machine, I have all the hardware I could ever want. I've got Threadrippers and 9950X 3Ds, and I've even got an Intel 285K system. I've got, RTX 5090, 5080, 5070, 5070 Ti. I have all the NVIDIA cards. I have most of the AMD cards. My gaming rig at home is a Ryzen 3600 and an RTX 4060 because it goes in the living room and it runs silently and it draws 150 watts, and that's all I want.
Yeah. I built an awesome machine that I'm going to post on my site. So my buddy comes to my house and he's like, hey, I really want to get like into retro emulation and stuff. I have all of these cartridges that I need to dump to ROMs. I have every cartridge from every game.
Yeah.
And I want to dump to ROMs. How do I do this? AMD 8700G.
Okay.
Gigabyte motherboard that I think was like $110.
Yeah.
ITX. The Lee & Lee, the small wood grain case. And 2 sticks of 6000 Expo DDR5.
Nice.
The thing runs everything all the way through Xbox ISOs.
Yeah.
Perfectly. 60 FPS with upscaling.
Yep.
Anything we got like the Wii controllers out. We're messing with it. 720p upscaling native on it. AA, MSAA, 60 FPS. Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've got a PC connected to my TV right now. It's a Ryzen 7980 or 78. God, what's the name of that one? 7840. 7840U. It's the one that's in all the handhelds, but it's a mini PC. Okay. It runs all my emulation stuff. We run up to Wii, no problem at all. 2x upscale. Yeah. I've got all my PS2 games loaded on there. Again, two sometimes 4x upscale on those.
Yeah, and and my system's doing it in like I think 65 watt on the TDP. Just using the stock AMD cooler. That
I think this is 45 watt.
Yeah,
is what this one's at.
It looks good. Wife approved decor in the room. Shout out, wife, if you're watching. Miss you.
Actually, here's a very relevant super chat from Green Protagonist. $5. Thank you, Green.
Thank you, Green.
The initial tests of ROM-M look good. Self-hosting legal retro can be as easy as running Plex Jellyfin. Browser emulation has come a long way. So it's a new open source project that's basically putting all of your retro games in browser form and allowing you to play them anywhere because the processing is done on your server side.
Yeah.
Do not host this in the cloud. Do not sell this service. All of you home labbers out there, do not think you can make money doing this. This is for your own private enjoyment on your own personal land.
You will have a bad time.
You will have a bad time. Do not make this a legal issue, please. Yeah. I am not a lawyer, but I also don't want to see anyone get screwed.
And only do it with all of the ROMs that you personally owned and dumped.
Right, exactly.
All of that to say, tangentially to the previous tangent, it's so good. I find myself that the only game that I want to sit down and play right now is Mario Power Tennis from the GameCube, and I am just wildly addicted to it.
You know what I've been going through again is Tears of the Kingdom. I actually the night before I left for here, I finished. I got every single light route in the Underworld. Okay. I finally unlocked the entirety of the Underworld map, and I've done 3 out of the 4 main regional phenomena quest lines. I've got a good chunk of the armor pieces. Okay. And so I've been Been going pretty hardcore on that lately in what little free time I have. Mostly like 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. when I can't sleep.
Yeah.
Might as well fire up Tears of the Kingdom for a few hours.
Well, maybe we can pose. Can we do a? Oh no, we can't do a poll on YouTube.
No, unfortunately.
Maybe in the Discord you guys can chime in. I'm gonna have a free weekend of myself in a hotel. What retro game should I go through and play?
Ooh, yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, if you're in the Talking Heads Discord, or even just chime into the chat here, what's a good retro game he should play for the next week by himself?
Yeah, I need something I can finish in the weekend.
Yeah.
Next week's full, but yeah. Yeah, the more time I spend playing with the toys I already own, the less time I spend spending money on toys that I don't need.
Man, if that ain't the truth.
Hey, David. I'm frantically refreshing this page.
Yeah, no kidding.
Over here. She must be watching. She's calling now. Clearly she's not.
Yeah.
This is fire mac and cheese. Again, shout out to 55 South. Thank you guys for accommodating us.
Yes, absolutely.
Semi last minute. Kind of a surprise visit.
Yeah.
And very accommodating folks and delicious food. Everything is fantastic. How's your cocktail?
Oh, it's delicious. I mean, Half-Life 3 confirmed. What can you complain about?
Okay, so how are we splitting this? Because I will stab you in the hand.
I'm going to go like that.
Okay.
I'm going to go right there.
Okay.
There we go. All right, no one has to die tonight, Jordan.
Okay. Well, I didn't say die. You're gonna feel me for a couple days.
I'm just going to have holes in me. I am taking what's left on my side, though.
That's fair.
Yeah. I was waiting for him to finish licking his side clean, because he did a far better excavation job than I did.
Maximum cheese and Mac delivery strategy over here.
And you say you're not a Mac guy.
See what you did there.
Mm-hmm. Sonic Adventure, Final Fantasy XI. That might be a good one to dive into. Yeah. I am always a fan of replaying some Final Fantasy games. About once a year, usually around Christmas time, I will go back through Final Fantasy II, Final Fantasy III, and that's kind of what I do over like Christmas break when the kids are home. Is I'll just sit down and start jamming on those. Donkey Kong Country, specifically, Praetorian says Donkey Kong Country 2.
Okay. Is that the SNES one?
Yes.
That was one of the very few games I had for my SNES as a kid.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
Yeah.
I still have a cartridge.
If you want a game that is wicked cool for the SNES, that is also like insanely difficult. You ever heard of Metal Warriors?
No.
This one's out of left field.
Okay.
I forget who. I want to say Interplay had a hand in it, so like the Descent folks. I think they had a hand in it. But Metal Warriors, it is a mech warrior gaming sim, but it's a platformer. It's a 2D platformer.
Okay.
In which you can enter and exit your mech during the game. And your mission is to like blow up the main reactor or rescue this person or something like that.
Yeah, insert trophy mission.
Exactly.
But the mechanics are really solid?
But the mechanics are super solid. There's like, I want to say 8 or 9 unique mechs, all with super unique abilities. There's like a sphere, kind of like the dude from Overwatch, the hamster ball guy.
Yeah.
There's this flying 4-leafed petal one that can like turn into a spike and come down, and they all have super unique weapons. There's another mech that has like a lightsaber and a shield ability. There's power-ups that you can get. But I will warn you, it's like a Souls mech game. Like, it is soul-crushingly difficult, and it is permadeath. There's no continue. you die in the game, you die in real life.
Okay. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I like the Donkey Kong Country 2 idea, though. I haven't touched that in
That
a
is
while.
that is a solid idea as well.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to check both those out. I'm sure I can find a cartridge somewhere for sale. What were we talking about? Home Assistant hacking.
Home Assistant hacking.
Calendar invites.
Yes.
Poison calendar invites.
Yeah.
I never actually checked the details of this. I saw the headline and I said, we got to talk about this.
Yeah. I did scroll through the article briefly. But yeah, no, the headline basically tells 90% of the story.
Yeah.
It was done by 3 security researchers, basically diving into Gemini and the back end of Gemini and figuring out if a calendar invite is auto-accepted, could that be added to a user's account? Okay, well, yes, we figured that out.
Yeah.
If a calendar invite's accepted, is there a remote execution vulnerability that we can do that will interface with devices? And so it kind of started just picking at the little systems that do things from a third-party perspective for you.
Security researchers are a different breed of people.
They
man.
really are.
Some of the stuff that I've seen come across on these is wild. I think I can't help but think, like, what does that room look like?
Right.
When they're doing this, because it's not like they sit down and have a eureka moment. I can blah, 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 blah. Like you're just combing meticulously through so much stuff and trying different things. That thought process that I'm sure you explained took days, if not weeks,
Right.
to pick all those rabbit holes open. And shout out to all the security researchers that report this stuff, because man, that's a skill.
Yes. Yeah, interestingly enough, DEF CON is happening actually starting, I believe, tomorrow. So they're all in one place right now.
And Vegas is apparently empty.
Yeah.
So say the memes.
But yeah, the 3 smart home hacks are part of a series of 14 indirect prompt injection attacks against Gemini that researchers have carried out, dubbed "Invitation is all you need." So
those are the ones that are scary. Like there was a thing where like if you sent a PDF to or a JPEG or something to someone's iPhone,
yeah,
it would be like an RCE or something. Like that's the stuff that's just like, God, this is why I have block all unknown senders on. I have block unknown callers on.
Yeah.
If you know me, I know you. You have my phone number. I have your phone number. You're now like.
Yep. You are now on the inner circle of my communication.
Yeah.
Yep. I've talked about this a couple times, but before I started up Craft Computing, I went out and scrubbed any personal identifiable information I could find on the internet.
Yeah.
Actually paid a couple services to do it for me as well. Not because I'm like terrified of something, but I went, if I'm ever going to not leave a trail, it's best to start with a clean slate. Rather than trying to, wall off my privacy once all my information is already out there if I start a public persona. You all think my name is Jeff. That's the secret.
That's the best secret. I know his real name. That there was an instance. I might be misremembering this, and I don't remember if you were involved in it, where a company was sending out devices that were backdoored to reviewers and were stealing information through the review process. Not too long.
There's been
years ago?
There's been a number of threat actors that have exploited that. In fact, the last couple of weeks, I've talked about emails that I've received that are like account takeover exploits. Like here's a PDF for a contract. People in the last couple of months have been posing as. I had one for Bethesda. I had one. I get ones from NVIDIA all the time. I get ones from Sony. I get ones from all kinds of different locations. And
I had an interesting one happen the other day that
Dasani Water.
We talked about this a couple weeks ago on the show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Dasani. So I had one come across. This did turn out not to be a phishing or a scam attempt, but I was turbo convinced that it was. Until I actually called So my home state Department of Revenue, for whatever reason, thinks I owe about $300 to them.
Yeah.
The return from the year is, I said they owed me $200. They're saying I owe them $300. I think I'm just going to call back in eventually. Like, it's on hold right now.
Yeah.
I'm just going to call back in eventually and try and negotiate with somebody who has the power to do that.
Yeah.
The thing that was suspicious is they said, we've been trying to reach you by mail. We sent certified mail that you apparently received.
Yeah.
And now we're calling you. The call sounded 100, like, because it was a robocall that called.
Yeah.
And it went to the voicemail, and it sounded 100% like a scam.
Yeah.
But I still always check the phone number.
Yeah.
And you can spoof a phone number.
Yeah.
And when that phone number comes up and it's the State Department of Revenue, I was like, I should call and check still from their website, right?
Yep.
I did that. Again, dispute over $300, not the end of the world.
Yeah.
But what turned out to raise even more alarm bells is the address that they had on file is an address that was never on any of my tax returns, that I've never been associated with, that I had no idea even what it was.
Weird.
And it turned out to be a P.O. box store, like a place to get your mail in a shopping mall.
And they're positive there's not another Jordan in the state?
No.
Yeah.
I had issues with identity theft in the past.
Yeah.
But this one was quite interesting because it's the first time I found a thread of like, no, it for real wasn't me. You don't even have the right address for the return.
Right.
Like, what are we doing here?
Right.
So I'm not sure where that's going, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We're all in this together. Who's
Yeah.
not owed a little bit of taxes every once in a while?
Right.
Like, at least it's not, hey, we need 30 grand from you.
Right. I actually have an interesting one. The way my county does jury selections is one of the most broken systems you could possibly imagine. And what I say by that is I've done jury for city and state.
Okay.
And now I got one for county.
Okay.
And the city and the state were very easy. You drive down to the courthouse the morning of, you sit in a room, they call your number or they don't. In my case, they did call a number, and so I had to sit there, another hour. If we go to trial, okay, cool, we're not going to trial, you can go home.
Yeah.
And same thing with I don't remember which one that was, but yeah, it was basically the same process for both. Mm-hmm. This one is, you will likely be selected for jury trial sometime in the next month. So every Friday at 5:15 p.m., you need to call the number to see if you're going to be selected, and what day of the next week you're going to be on jury. It's like, I travel every month.
Could you not just call in and explain that? Like,
I did.
I'm not here.
Right, I did.
Yeah.
I said I am gone, 6, 7, 8 days a month usually. And
Yeah.
I can't be expected to block out an entire month of being available.
Well, it's your work.
I said, and not only that, I'm a sole proprietor business.
Yeah.
I'm the only one running my business. And
It's not like I can call in sick and be like, hey, you could have called Red Shirt Jeff.
right.
Red Shirt Jeff, can you cover me?
They will reimburse me $25 if I am called into service. But not for travel.
Don't spend it all in one place now.
Right. And so, so for the month of September, I have to call in every Friday at 5:15 to find out what day the next week I might or might not be selected for jury service for an entire month. I'm going to be gone 2 weeks in September.
Really?
2 full weeks in September.
Huh.
And I said, I have travel. And they said, nope, sorry. That's not a good excuse. I'm like, what? So, yeah, this is going to get interesting real
Rude.
quick. Yeah.
Someone asked if they asked for their payment and iTunes gift cards. No, I 100% confirmed that it was my state's Department of Revenue that I spoke with. I went to the .gov, their website, and found the phone number in multiple places. So unless the entire state got hacked, someone now has my name, social security number, and whatever.
Yeah.
You don't need that stuff anyway. Remember like the LifeLock guy? That's my actual social security number.
Yeah.
On a bus in New York.
Yeah, only turns out he got his identity stolen like 47 times and was sued by the FCC and
Yeah, that didn't end out well.
that did not end well for him. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Jerry says, hey, new to the channel. I found you looking for VGPU unlock stuff. Would it be possible to split two 2080 Ti's? Do I need to put them in SLI or can VGPU split the GPUs? SLI is for combining GPUs. What you were trying to do is split GPUs. And so, yeah, you don't SLI them. And as Zach says, you wouldn't want to anyway. Yeah, SLI, even in the waning Pascal days, was...
Where does he say SLI?
Not terrific. In his very first comment, right up here. Do I need to SLI them, or can VGPU split the GPUs? I want to run 4 VMs.
Oh, so he just needs to do 2x2.
Exactly.
Yeah. So all you got to do, forget the SLI thing. You don't need to combine them. Just you need to do the GPU unlock and split each one, and then you'll be fine with that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Or go out and buy 2 more 2080 Ti's, and then you're good at.
Right, and then you can just do a direct pass through, and that's way easier. Make sure to look at my video for, I forget which video it is, but it's one of the later ones where it's the full Proxmox VGPU tutorial. I actually go over creating custom memory profiles for VGPU unlock. It's got a full script for the installer, but because you have an 11 gigabyte card, it's an odd number. If you want to get the most out of it, you want to create 5 or 5.5 gigabyte profiles.
Do you want an Elder? I'm gonna get a refill.
Yeah, give me an Elder.
Is this the mute button?
Or Pliny the Elder. Yeah.
Is this the mute button on here?
No.
Okay.
So
then I'll just slide over here.
There you go.
Reach inside my shirt.
And then just set it on the table. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, give me Pliny, and you looking at more food? Do we have any more?
I'm good on right now.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, that should be pretty much all you need. Is just look up my latest tutorial for Proxmox VGPU unlock. There's an easy installer script, and then with that odd memory amount, just make sure you're getting the most out of your memory splitting. Cool. I like the meme image that looks like a banner advertisement. Has your credit information been stolen? Enter the credit number here to check. That one's pretty good. Yeah, and as Green says, VGPU unlock v3. Yeah, I think that's the newest script that's out there right now. Sweet. You know, when you said mac and cheese, I was like, I'm 50-50 on the mac and cheese. And then the mac and cheese came and...
And you want a second one?
Oh, God.
I'm not ruling it out.
I'm thinking about it. Like, legit. Ooh, these all look good. Chicken Tinga Hot Pocket.
Ooh, what is that? I don't even know what that would look like.
Well, I'm assuming like Hot Pocket, like microwave Hot Pocket pepperoni, but Chicken Tinga, little Indian flavor on it. They have glazed pork belly. Apple cider glazed baby back ribs. Oh my God. This is why we come here.
Yeah.
This place is great. Time to make Jeff jealous. Picked up a potentially functional LTO 5 5.25 reader for $30.
Overpaid. So, you guys probably don't know, I'm a Megatape guy.
Yes.
I have a 12U tape library at home. It's a robot. There may be a video or two on my channel. I can't remember if it's on there or where it's at. It's definitely on my my old TikTok.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, everything goes to LTO 7 at home.
Nice. I have considered doing a tape backup in lieu of more spinny drives.
Yeah.
So, especially because a lot of the stuff that I tend to do for the channel is like archival. Like, I don't need it at a moment's notice. I just need it sometimes.
Technically, you can like stream 4K video directly off a tape with LTFS.
Yeah.
It's got the throughput.
Right.
As long as you're okay with the latency being measured in minutes.
Yeah.
You can You can. I wanted to do that one time so bad with the tape library, and the issue that I had was I couldn't get something like Plex to have awareness of the.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pilsner.
Over here.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
And the Pliny. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. The issue that I had is I couldn't get Plex to properly.
Oh, you're fine. Thank
no,
you.
no problem. Thank you. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for having us.
Yes.
I couldn't get Plex to be aware of the tape placement in the library.
Yeah.
And LTFS by default has no awareness of that. You have to abstract it with something like Veeam. So I was kind of stuck between like Veeam would kind of on Windows would kind of you could get it to go recall a specific file because it had a database of the directories and then where the tape was and then where it was on said tape. So that's easy enough, standard. Oh, I need this file. You can drag it out and then and then put it in a drive and then you're off to the races. I couldn't get, and someone could probably hack it into Jellyfin to get physical data placement.
I want to see it working like the old tape machines, like in Hackers, like.
Oh, the reel-to-reels?
Yeah.
Well, so LTO tape is basically a reel-to-reel.
No, exactly. Yeah. But I want to see like, I'm Dade Murphy, and I want to watch the Outer Limits, and then I want to select Outer Limits on Jellyfin, and then look over at my tape library, and it's got the arm that comes out. I want that whole thing.
Yeah, I thought it would be a really cool idea, but it got killed there. But yes, I have streamed high definition footage off of LTO tape in just a local drive. Yeah. Well, not even, it was in the library drive, but I had to tell the library to load it in.
Yeah.
You guys can find cheap as chips. If you keep your eye out on GSA auctions, you can find cheap LTO libraries that are big.
Yeah.
And they're not loud. Mine ran in my office, which is right next to my bedroom, and my gaming PC under full load was louder than the tape library. It blew a lot when it turned on. It sounded like every other piece of data center gear, but then it just, it was calmed down.
Good choice. I might go for another round of tacos. Because those were amazing too.
Yeah, those were nice. I'm probably gonna call it because I have dinner on the plane apparently. But I'm still on time.
Yeah.
If anyone out there who's got more patience to go Google than me can go tell me. Oh no, because I'd reveal too much information.
Yeah. Don't give away your flight number or anything. What else do we have in the news today? Here's a good one. This goes along with some of the things that I've been talking about with AI. And I think my opinions on AI are pretty well known.
It's a tool.
It's a tool.
Use it wisely.
It's a tool. Use it wisely. There are things it can do, and there are things it can't do. And breaking that down even further than that, specifically with LLMs. LLMs work off pattern recognition. That's all they are. They are putting words in the right order that it has seen that order of words make sense before. And there is some logic behind that, but the logic is, do I make a sentence that makes sense to a human reader? Not, is the information I'm presenting is correct and verified and vetted. If you ever want to find out how BS ChatGPT is, ask it...
Who's the best tech YouTuber, and it doesn't say craft computing.
And it doesn't say craft computing.
I know, these people.
But then whatever answer it spits out, correct it, and it will go, oh, I'm sorry, you're right. Because it feels like that should be the right response, because it knows the human probably knows more than it, and so it will default to you being correct regardless of whether or not you're correct, or verified, or vetted, or whatever else. It is pattern recognition, and that's all it is. And for some reason, I can't download, or this page isn't opening right now. We are still streaming, and we're still good. But why is that page not opening? Let me figure this out.
It's point about blank.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. Says we're still streaming. Oh well. Anyway, Swedish Prime Minister is under fire right now for using ChatGPT as part of his official job function. And it's not necessarily that he was using ChatGPT, it's
how he said it.
Yeah.
If he would have just been like, oh yeah, I love AI, it's a great tool that, can help everybody do a better job.
Yeah.
And then if he was pressed further, if he would have just said, it makes great search, he helps us gathering information. He could have left it at that.
Right.
He could have left it at that.
The problem is, not that he was using ChatGPT, but he goes, if we're talking about a policy, I will ask AI
what does it think?
Right, yeah. What do you think about this policy? And are other people using this policy in other places? And how is it working for them? To ask it for a second opinion on policy.
I'm pretty sure that's what your cabinet, well, in the States they would call it a cabinet, right? I don't know, Sweden.
Yeah.
Someone from
whatever your
Sweden,
advisors are.
Whatever. You have people that are either elected or appointed around you to give you that kind of second opinion, that advice.
Yeah.
You know what, though, Jeff? We talk all the world about our own personal views on the world.
Yeah.
And we both agree that AI replacing jobs is not a good thing.
Yes.
These might be government.
It has been said if AI can replace any jobs, it's likely the ones at the top, not the ones at the bottom. The problem is they're trying to replace the ones at the bottom, not at the top.
Yeah.
And, yeah. I've talked about, using AI as an augment or a tool to better do your job. Yeah. I have used it a couple times to help me structure a video, making sure I'm putting the points together in the right location. So
continuity,
exactly.
Script,
but it's not writing my script for me.
Yeah.
It's not coming up with the idea, the concept, the framing for me. That's not what I use it for. And there's a difference between using it as a framing or a double check on making sure my writing makes the right flow that I'm aiming for. And there's another thing to say, please write this for me.
Yeah.
There's a difference between using AI for image analysis and using AI to record your order at a drive-thru. One of those is replacing people, the other is augmenting the person doing the job. So, yeah.
Sorry guys, I'm still trying to figure out if my flight's screwed or not. Still on time.
Ocean Beach says, this playlist is jammin'. We are sitting right under a speaker. We're actually in between. This is the only table that's in between speakers, and we tried to place it as best we could. And I'm sure this video will be demonetized.
Oh, we're already demonetized.
Oh yeah. I'm sure I will hit end stream, and as soon as I end stream, I will get the analysis report, followed by your video is not eligible for monetization.
Yeah.
I will receive it 30 seconds later. So, is what it is today. But I actually don't monetize the podcast. Monetizing your...
It's hard to monetize all this, baby.
Maybe we should have had some hook and loop action going on the beards. Maybe that would have helped. Hey,
I've never made money showing skin.
I actually don't monetize the podcast for a couple of reasons. One, the viewership on it in replay is like, I get maybe 3,000 views on VOD. Which
don't subject the audience to ads to watch this stuff.
I don't want to insert ads in the middle during the live stream or even on the VOD, because as soon as an ad cuts off one of my sentences to play, you're going to click off the video anyway. I don't want that. I want the video to just play uninterrupted. And so I value your guys' time. Secondly, if you don't monetize content, it doesn't necessarily play only to your subscribers. It goes to a broader base who might be interested in the content, the way the algorithm used to work. So,
sigh of relief. Just popped. The app just changed in the last minute.
yeah.
We've resolved technology issues that had been affecting flights. While we're still experiencing delays, our team is working to restore normal operations.
Okay.
So our hard stop is still in roughly 20 minutes.
Okay, gotcha.
But I'm good, which makes me happy.
So,
I never fly United.
yeah.
I never fly United.
Yep, neither do I.
Because these heart attacks, damn it.
I am a little worried for my flight tomorrow. So I booked the flight, everything was going well, and then a couple of days ago I started getting offers from my flight carrier. If you rebook later in the day with another flight, we'll give you $25, and then $50, and then $100. They're trying to weasel me out of my seat.
Your seat or
the flight in general. The flight
It's
may not have
overbooked.
enough seats.
So what's the number at the gate that you'll take when they say we need someone to jump? Where's your number? Because I know what my number always is.
Probably double the cost of the flight. Like if I need to stay another 12 hours.
Well, they have to give you a hotel voucher if they do it too.
Right.
But the cash up front, or even an airline voucher, honestly, I fly enough with and without the family, I could take advantage of it.
Yeah.
My number is always 900.
Yeah.
Because it's the last one that they'll give before they hit 1,000, and at 1,000 people start going, huh. And for me to make $900 for 12 hours of time,
Yeah.
that's a pretty good.
Right.
That's a pretty good income.
That's a pretty good rate.
And usually
Right.
there's another flight that'll get you where you need to go in 12 extra
Yeah,
hours. If I'm on my way home, I take that every time.
Yeah. That's $85 an hour to sit in an airport and play on your laptop. Like that.
Yeah.
That's not a bad rate. And
I have seen $2,000 offers come up though,
Yep.
and it has been at. It was actually, this one was in Toronto. If anybody in the chat has ever been to the Toronto airport, there's no amount of money that could get me to spend 12 extra hours there.
That is fact.
It would have to be more than 2,000, but I have seen 2,000 get offered before.
I fly through Toronto often enough, and because of the way the flights going to where I go
It's
there
every 12 hours on a lot of those connections.
no, the connections that I take are every 24 hours. There's only one flight in and out, and so my usual wait time is about 5 to 7 hours if I'm going through Toronto, and so I'm already spending enough time there.
Yeah.
Any delay to that flight is a 24-hour kick.
Yeah.
Which I have had to do before, and that sucks.
That does suck.
Yeah.
That's not fun. If you got the hotel voucher there for the airport hotel, it's not that bad. I've gotten that once. I
think my last voucher hotel was probably actually going through Phoenix.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I was connecting to a small airport. This is in Canada. Connecting through to a small airport. The first flight was canceled. I got immediately put onto the second flight of the day. There's 3 a day. We took off, made the 45-minute connect flight, made 2 approaches, and had to turn around and go back to Toronto after holding for 20 minutes.
Gosh.
Land back in Toronto. I get off. I get a text that I've been rebooked for 3 days later. I got to get to where I'm going.
Right.
There's motivation that I won't want to get into, but there's motivation to get where I'm going.
Yeah.
And I'm just absolutely beat at this point because it was a red eye in. It's now like 3-4 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
There's one more flight that's about to leave. I'm like, please, Miss Gate Lady.
Yeah.
Is there anything?
Yeah.
Or the ticketing agent, rather. At the desk. Anything. Is there anything? Please.
Yeah.
Please. I need to get on this flight.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's full, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Put me on standby. I'll go stand by the gate.
I sit 15 yards away in the middle of the terminal, delirious tired.
Yeah.
About to text my wife and say, I guess I'll see you way later.
See you
'cause this
Thursday or whatever.
This trip's got like 3 days longer now.
Yeah.
I'll see you later. Just in defeat, exhausted. I don't want to walk out of the airport. I'm so tired.
Yeah.
she comes running up to me with a handwritten piece of paper with a seat number that she signed and my last name and said, give this to so-and-so on the aircraft, go run.
Now.
I'm out there, and this is a connection on a Dash 8.
Yeah.
Q400.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dual prop, if for those who don't know.
Yeah. Anybody who knows the Q400 knows that sound.
Yeah.
I'm out there. The person's about to close the door, and I'm like, wait.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, get on. And I get on, and I hand it to the flight attendant, and she's like, okay.
Yes.
I'm like, babe, trip's back on. Everything's good to go.
Yeah.
It's just, and then, that was and that time that one made it in. But you got to remember, I had just been to that airport, and the weather was too bad to get into. That was the issue. And that later flight had cleared up in an hour and a half to 2 hours. I guess it was an hour and a half from the takeoff and another 45 minutes. It's like 2.5 hours roughly. Yeah. It had cleared up enough. We got in, but oh man, that was the ultimate airport, just biggest letdown to the biggest comeback ever that I've had. And then it was funny. So I never earned status credits for that flight. And then
because you never took that flight officially.
Because I never took that flight officially. And then the 2 days later, my phone on the app is pinging me. You need to go check in for your flight. You need to go check in for your flight. Oh, you should probably check in. It's boarding now.
Right.
Where are you?
Right.
And I was like, I'm just not going to say nothing. But yeah, last seat on the plane, last guy on the plane. I step on, they slam the door shut. I throw my bag in the overhead. I'm out. It was perfect. I remember that. No, I couldn't even put my bag in the overhead because it was completely full. Q400, notoriously small airplane. The old Ron White joke, a pack of gum with 6 people in it. Well, this is a large pack of gum with about 60 people in it.
Yeah. If you're not in the first 12 people on a Q400, you do not get an overhead spin.
My suitcase is under the seat in front of me, carry-on only. I'm holding my backpack, and the flight attendant's like, God, give it to me. I'll put it in the crew locker. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
Flight crews sometimes don't get enough appreciation for
really
what they can do.
I have a couple of friends who are flight attendants, and look, I hate traveling. I do not like traveling. I do not like flying. I'm a very big person. I'm not heavy. I'm only 215 pounds, but I'm 6'4". I don't fit on most planes, flat out.
You got them big long legs.
I got them big long legs. I have a 37-inch inseam.
Yeah.
I don't fit on planes. Okay.
I'm at 30. I do okay on seats. I'm all torso, man.
Yeah, no, I'm all leg. And
37 on the legs?
37
Jesus.
inseam. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I usually wear 36.
Cool. I actually walked home. Yeah, I was... that was one of those flight legs that I was looking at, and I've had to do that before on flight legs for connections that I have to make. I've rented a car. I'm on every app. What major weather delays at an airport or something, I'm on everything. I've taken an Uber 30 minutes off the airport to find an Enterprise that's open that has a car for one way to get the 3 or 4 hour drive that I need to do it.
Actually, it's funny that you brought that up. While you were telling your story, I was thinking about it was CES 2019, and it was government shutdown during CES. One of the first airports that was threatening to walk off if the shutdown happened was Las Vegas Airport, Las Vegas International. And so Rhett and I flew into Vegas amidst all this panic, and it was looking like on Thursday, like the airport was going to shut down.
Wow.
And so the whole week we had, I got a rental car while we were there, and it was a Nissan Sentra. Worst car I've ever sat in my life. And we were making fun of it the whole week and going, wouldn't it be kind of funny to do a video, doing a genuine car review video of the Nissan Sentra, trying to frame it like in a positive light, but also like undercutting it in every sentence.
Shoot it like one of those supercar YouTuber videos.
Yeah,
that would be pretty. Just take the piss the entire time.
The Nissan Sentra with room enough for 2.5 full-size adults. like you know, trying to give the specs in like an underhanded kind of way, and so
enough trunk room for one person to bring a bag.
And so the whole week we were coming up with these underhanded compliments to you of the car, like on Thursday we're like, we might just have to drive this back to Oregon. Like I might just, if the flights are canceled, I'm gonna tell Hertz I'm just gonna drive this home.
You get felony stopped on the way for stealing their rental car.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
We did have an agreement where we couldn't leave the state, and so we would have had to revise our agreement to turn it into a one-way, but, you know, the option was there.
Yeah.
And so on Thursday, we're going, let's just drive back, and let's vlog the whole thing, and we'll do our car review.
Yeah. So I got super lucky on my one time that I had to do a one-way rental on a connection.
Yeah.
Because the place that I was going, it was like the season was just switching where they needed the rental cars in the location. So the rate for, I got like a Chevy Colorado, I think. I was like, I will take anything that you have. I don't care. Yeah. Doesn't matter the cost.
I need 3 wheels and a motor. 4 wheel is preferable.
4 wheels and a transmission. Perfect. The guy on the other end of the phone, and because I had to do this 2 or 3 times through that location, through that airport, I got to know the manager of that location kind of well because of this. But he was like, I can hook you up with a Colorado for $79 one way for the overnight. I'm like, can you take my card over the phone to hold that? And he's like, don't worry, I got you. Like, you're good.
Nice.
I'll hold it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's an algorithm thing or they have discretion or what, but he definitely was like, he could hear the pain in my voice of just, I'm at my last hope.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
I would like to go home.
I have been there before. Like I said, I had a full canceled flight 1 year coming back from. I go to Nova Scotia at least once a year, hang out with the folks from 45 Drives. Always a treat. But I think it was the first year I went there. My flight back to Toronto got canceled because the flight couldn't land in Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
And again, there's 1 in and 1 out per day, and that's all Nova Scotia does.
What about all the people that want to go tomorrow then?
Right.
It gets weird quick.
It gets really weird quick. And so what they ended up doing is bringing 2 planes in the next day so they could ferry everyone out. It got weird because all of a sudden you have a 26-hour delay on your flight. It's like, well, see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
The airport's funny too because you don't go through security until they start boarding the plane.
Yeah.
It is such a small airport that there are 2 gates, and what they have is like this giant sliding door.
Yeah.
That
we're gate 2 today.
Right. Exactly.
Okay, now we're gate 1.
Yeah. But they're like 30 minutes to your takeoff time, you're like still sitting in the lobby of this place, like a little coffee shop is the only thing there, that and 2 vending machines and a bathroom.
The only thing I dislike about those airports is there's no bar.
There is no bar. Yeah, that was definitely a bummer on that day. But when they're like, all right, the plane's fueled up and ready to go, they will open this giant revolving door. And you walk through, and there's a metal detector and 1 guy with a wand.
Yeah.
And you drop your bag, you walk through, and you pick up the bag, and they go, all right, boarding pass, and then you walk straight onto the plane.
Yeah. Yeah, I love small airports except for it's usually fine because most of them, it's that fast to go through everything. You can arrive pretty close to the boarding time.
Yeah.
I recently had one where I did that going through a small airport. I told you about it, I think, on the phone. We were talking. I was like, yeah, I'm doing that thing where I arrive 15 minutes before the boarding time. Hopefully I don't have car issues, traffic, slowdowns.
We were talking on the phone while he was driving to this airport, and he goes, yeah, the plane leaves in 45 minutes. I'm 20 minutes out.
And I just hit traffic.
Yeah.
That happened.
Yeah.
There was a delay for crossing.
Yeah. So, good times. Good times.
Big rigs rule, 8 wheels minimum.
Lex says, I miss my 89 Accord SEL, roomy, comfy, and drove like a dream. I think the late 80s Accords, not the Civics, but the Accords, specifically, they had an Accord hatch. They had an Accord 5-door hatch that I think is one of the coolest cars that's ever been made.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
They're pretty solid. It's like peak, like, late 80s Honda. I mean, that's the stuff that really impacted the American automotive market.
Yeah.
For a reason. It was great for what it is.
I mean, everyone loves the original CRX Civic and whatnot, but that late 80s Accord, I lusted after that for 15 years. As just like one of the coolest cars ever made, with the bigger motor and the better transmission and better suspension and cooler looks, I think, than the CRX.
Yeah.
So, we should start a car channel.
Yeah. Who are we going to get as our third? I feel like you got to do those in 3s.
We got to do those in 3s. I mean, Roadkill works in 2s.
Yeah. We should start a car show.
We should. That'd be fun.
I wonder... obvious choice would be Rhett, right?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't think he's necessarily like a car nut, but he is car nut adjacent enough.
Yeah. He's the comedic. He's fun in small groups.
That's my line. How dare you?
Who do you want out of the YouTube stream?
You asked me this on my daughter's birthday.
One snap, I'll Thanos snap. Anybody out of tech YouTube? Who am I snapping?
Ooh.
Who do you not like?
Who do I not like?
Who do we want to screw with?
What's Jake doing these days up at LMG?
Fired.
Oh, how dare you? How dare... Oh, I take that back.
No, we should do a car show. That'll be fun.
That would be a lot of fun. Let us know if you want to see Jordan and I actually talk cars in a car-related channel, because that could be fun.
Yeah. I've got ideas.
Mm-hmm. We could do EV stuff. I just got a Chevy Bolt.
Is that all EV or is it still
100%
hybrid?
EV.
Okay. Oh, what was they had a
Volt?
You have a Bolt.
Yeah, I have
with
a Bolt.
B.
B. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Worst marketing decision of all time is to name those cars so similarly.
I mean, if you look at it on paper, it makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
Except for Volt is...
The Chevy Volt was a plug-in hybrid.
Yeah.
With a full
electric range, like 35 miles or something.
Like 80 miles.
Was that much?
Yeah, it was decent.
I remember sitting in those when they were new, checking them out. I really liked the interior.
Yeah.
That was really, really nice GM from the time. But of course, it probably suffered from normal GM interior syndrome after some time.
Actually, modern GM has gotten a lot... modern GM has gotten a lot better than it used to be.
Dude, I'm telling you that my truck, it's an abusive relationship.
Yes.
I love it.
The gap between the C5 and the C6 Corvette is when GM got their S together.
Yeah.
The C5 suffers from all the GM-isms in the interior.
I do miss my C5 though.
Yes.
Yes.
I
love it. I loved it.
I like the C5.
Yeah.
I have a love-hate relationship with C5s.
C5 to C6 was a good one.
Yeah.
The 2000, the first generation post Cat Eye Silverados, especially the heavy duty, before they went to all the emissions stuff, so like pre-2010.
Yeah.
So between Cat Eye and 2010, those are really good, really reliable trucks.
My dad had a 17 Silverado 2500 HD for a while.
My neighbor across the street has one at home, and he abuses the heck out of it.
Yeah.
It's the Sierra, but it's the 3500, but single rear wheel. He doesn't do hardly any maintenance. He laughs at me because I'm out there spit shining my chrome bumper. He's like bouncing his off of trees and stuff. He's in the trades, so he's a concrete guy. He uses it as a tool, and it's a dichotomy. But the thing runs like a top.
Yeah.
With barely anything to it.
Yep.
But yeah,
my dad had
really good.
I think it was a 17 Silverado 2500, and
Yeah.
he fed it fluids and tires, and that's all he ever did to
That's
it.
basically all you have to do to those.
Yeah.
Oh man, we are approaching hard stop hour.
We are. Let's see. Great idea. I'd watch that. Same. Red is the new Hammond. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you Captain Slow, though.
No.
If one of us is Clarkson, it's probably me.
Maybe. We'll fight over that. I think we can all be our own personalities. We don't have to totally copy Top Gear.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I bet low-key Jeff is a great mechanic. I dabble. I have that do things right-tism.
A lot of things, especially in the mechanical, in the car world, there's manuals and defined procedures for
Yes,
it
exactly.
that are written. And if you can get a hold of those, sometimes through less than normal channels,
Yep.
If you can get a hold of those, any job is more than accomplishable on a vehicle if you have tools.
100%. Yep.
I've hit a certain point in my life where I just don't have time to do it, so I outsource it now.
Yes.
So I used to do all of my own maintenance.
Yep.
All the way up to and including transfer case swaps and actually I did a transfer case rebuild on my last Suburban that was the most reliable truck I ever had on the planet. I took to 300,000 miles. I did a transfer case because it had a pump rub on the front of that, which is a known issue.
Yeah.
And it rubs a hole through, and the transfer case just pees out fluid out of the front of it. I did the rebuild on it and put everything all into. There's manual online how to do it. Take this bolt, do that bolt. This thing goes on, then that thing. Pictures, schematics, all of it.
Yep.
Took a Friday night in the garage to do.
Nice.
So, but yeah, a lot of it is just the confidence too, I think.
Yeah.
And for some people, like, part of the reason too why I don't do it anymore is I have to rely on my vehicles to do my job.
Yeah, I don't have tinker cars anymore.
Yeah.
I used to.
There was a time where it was a necessity for me that I have to do the maintenance myself, because if I don't do this,
I daily drive this car,
it's
which
not
means
gonna-
it has to get fixed.
Yeah.
That there's a difference now in that.
Yeah.
There's 3 vehicles at my house that I can go drive. I've talked a little bit about this. I actually just recently sold my 3-car garage.
Yeah, you're still sad about that.
I am.
Yeah, you won't shut up about it.
A little bit. I had a CX-9, I had a Ram 1500, and I had a 350Z Nissan, and manual stick shift convertible car for the weekends. I had. It was great. I could not have chosen a better 3-car garage.
Yeah.
Honestly. All-wheel drive, 7-seater family vehicle, a 4-wheel drive V8 Hemi truck, and a 2-seat 6-speed convertible. Like, it doesn't get better.
Hard to argue with that selection.
Yeah.
You're gonna bully me into buying a Corvette, aren't you?
What's if you had a 3-car garage? What's yours? What's your pick?
I have a 5-car garage.
I know
right
you
now,
do.
so-
I know you do.
Okay, if I had to keep 3, it would be like the Yukon or the Suburban, the long wheelbase ones.
Yeah.
Dogs, children, gear.
Right.
That adds up quickly. I don't like to tow a trailer if I don't have to, or put stuff on the roof to affect fuel mileage.
Yeah.
Long wheelbase truck all day long. They ride like clouds.
Yes. Fully agree with that choice.
Am I like buying these all brand new today and I can pick what I want?
Not necessarily brand new, but
I could if I wanted.
You can go buy something. Yes.
Is this like realistic of like money I have, or like
I'm like
I've got Jeff's credit card because like super famous YouTuber money.
Ooh, yeah. Well, then your budget is severely limited at that point.
So
my 3-car garage.
90s Geo.
You laugh. I've owned a Geo Tracker, and that was one of my favorite vehicles of all
I've
time.
heard good things about them. I've never gotten to drive one.
loved that thing. 5-speed, 4-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive low with a granny gear.
Yeah.
God, that thing was an absolute beast.
If we're working within the realm of possibility.
Within the realm of possibility, what I will say is my 3-car garage I sold for $22,000.
Okay.
So
I would go. So I would still go with the couple of year out extended wheelbase.
Yeah.
Full size SUV.
Yeah, your
specifically
Suburban,
Suburban or Yukon,
Yeah.
whatever. I don't see myself ever in an Escalade, mostly for the insurance cost bump.
Yeah. I'm not a Ford guy. I like
would
the Expedition,
go-
but I'm not a Ford guy.
So if that's like a primary, like me and the wife and the kids car, the next one would be a handful of years back. I can't think of the model year. 5 Series.
Oh,
BMW.
okay. Yeah.
Because I would say 7 because I have a 7 right now.
Yeah.
But they're a little more expensive and a lot harder to maintain than they are even over the generation that I have.
They get a little.
So I would
German engineering cranks up to 11 when you go 7 Series.
Yes.
On a lot of the little things that you wouldn't expect.
I could talk for hours on end about the crap I've had to do with that 7, and
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is one car that I maintain all on my own because nobody wants to touch it.
Right.
And I'm okay with it because I know it so well.
Electrical, mechanical, and everything in between. No one wants to touch it.
2003, and it has a fiber optic bus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fiber optics didn't make it into the data center until I'm joking, but like
Yeah.
that was unheard of. It was the first car to ever have it. So again, a couple year back, 5 Series with the inline 6 turbos.
Yeah.
Because that's mostly a bulletproof platform.
Yes.
You're going to deal with BMW gremlins. If you know and you like BMWs, you're okay with that.
Yeah.
If you don't, then that's not for you.
Mhm.
And then the third car, what would I do? It would be a C5 or a C6.
Yeah, for your fun car.
Yeah.
For your weekend getaway.
Yeah. And it wouldn't be like boosted through the nose.
Right.
But I would do an all motor build again.
Yeah.
Cams, injectors, tune. I would probably go in automatic again, get the big high stall torque converter,
Yeah.
straight pipe it, and just be, every time I fire this thing up, I'm going to go,
Yeah, exactly. That is one of my biggest problems with the C5 is the stock exhaust sounds awful. It's an LS.
Mine was completely straight pipes.
Yeah.
Like cat deleted straight pipe.
I don't even necessarily need. Yeah, I mean, cat delete, yes, on that motor. But I don't even mean like obnoxiously loud cherry bomb. I just want to hear it.
Yeah.
The problem is
Yeah.
the C5 sounds like a Tahoe in most cases.
Right.
It's just not lively.
Yeah.
And I kind of want that.
I could see myself doing another C5 project one day, or C6 maybe.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I like the C6.
I have a flight to catch.
Yes.
And we still have an Uber to take.
Yes. So we're going to call this one early, just hour and 20 minutes in, but this has been episode 395 of Talking Heads.
We could do an after show in 30 minutes.
Yeah, we'll be back at
Yeah.
back at the hotel. I can hang out in your hotel, and we'll join in the after show. Maybe grab a beer or two.
Yeah, I'll do a
while we're
little
there.
after show. I just have to pack
Yeah.
and then know where I'm at with time to get to the boarding at 11 p.m.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, if you're on the Patreon, jump on the Discord and join us for the after party. We'll probably talk more cars or whatever else we want to talk. Are there cars in Morrowind? Michael wants to know for Rhett.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Rhett's 3-car garage definitely includes a Silt Strider.
Probably.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Anyway, thank you all so much for joining us from 55 South here in San Jose. As always, we'll join you every Wednesday night, 6 p.m. Pacific time. And actually, I have a special announcement as well. In 2 weeks, I will be back in the Bay Area on, I think it's the 19th or maybe the 18th. We're doing a Tuesday show in 2 weeks. From San Francisco, I'm going to be at PC World headquarters with one Adam Patrick Murray.
Oh, that guy. He's got great hair.
Yeah, he does.
That shit. Can we make a commercial? Patrick Adam Murray has great hair.
Has great hair, yes. So yeah, I don't know if it'll necessarily be open to the public, but we might do like, maybe we'll, is 21st Amendment right around the corner from them? Or there's another brewery that's right around the corner from them.
I can't recall.
Maybe we'll do an early show or like an after party from the brewery, but anyway, Jordan's getting up to pay the tab, so I'm going to go ahead and close out.
Is that what I'm doing?
I'm assuming.
Okay.
You're either paying the tab or you're going pee. It's one of the two. So, thank you all so much for watching. Join us every Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific time for the latest in beer and tech news. And as always, we'll see you next week. Cheers, and shout out Cybic for sitting right next to us the whole time. So, hello. Good night. Good night, everyone.